get some redemption on Australia and China, as we failed miserably in our career mode. We're going to do some one-shot qualifying here. I don't know what's happened here. So obviously we could end up starting at the back of the grid. In the original career mode we were only on 20% AI, so at that time we actually qualified first. This is going to be a little bit harder because we're on high AI, and we are in the Williams car. Even in this, where it doesn't really have, it's not really matched, it does feel different to the Mercedes I've been driving in my the first challenge. But we're going to qualify reasonably low down here. That's poor exit there. Across the line. I think we're going to finish last here. Yep. There we are, we're finishing. Finish last. There we are. Let's see where we are. I think we are last. Need to get off to a better start here. Obviously, you know, I have to try some different techniques here. Maybe pit early, get on some slower, new tyres, and just sort of try and race our race from the back. Because we are going to be at the back anyway, but start to cloud over. Let's see if there's going to be weather now. I think we're just going to stick on this strategy, to be honest. Let's go from the back. And away we go. And that's an awful start. But at least we didn't have anybody overtake us because we're at the back. We'll have a in here. We might need to sort of just shuffle in behind, sort of keep it safe and let the race sort of evolve, let there be some gaps, and then we can start to do some overtaking. Oh no, let's go up the side of Ericsson there. And now we've got a bit of room. We've got our elbows held there, haven't we? Again. I think the AI of 45%, especially on certain tracks, works perfectly to where I am as a player, as a driver. Any higher, I feel like I'm going to be very, very far behind. Obviously for tracks like Austria, which I feel is my strongest track, I do put the AI up. Oh, we got that done better than qualifying anyway. And that corner. And away we go. It's the end of the first lap. Obviously, during this, safety cars has been our enemy. I'm hoping that maybe doing this not in career mode, we'll get less safety cars here. obviously my career mode will continue on Friday in Baku. It's one of my least favourite tracks. Doesn't favour the car because we haven't got much in the way of engine power, but so we just sort of stick around at the back here. Not really much we can do, making simple mistakes, and we've been taken into the wall by Stroll. Okay, we're going to go on to the alternative strategy. As I mentioned, there'll be no safety cars. We get taken out from behind. Alonso's out of the race, so where's Alonso binned it? Oh, on there. There should be someone else hopefully pitting here. Okay, that didn't work out perfectly for us. Not ideal, but let's get in, get these soft tyres on. We can go to the end on these now. New wing. Let's try and salvage this by at least getting 15th. We'll go for 15th here. You are 30 seconds behind. It's all of a sudden turned into a last to first challenge, which wasn't my plan, but there we go. The DRS obviously is not going to benefit us at the back, but it does mean cars will be fighting, so that'll give us a chance to catch up. So, take that corner tight enough. I did get some advice on one of my videos about how to drive quicker. If I do flick the controller a lot for turns, that does slow me down. Something I'll need to work on. I was going to try it during this race, but I seem to be flicking just out of instinct, flicking the controller to turn. I'll work on it in some of my videos. We are way behind here. We are way behind. This is just going to be try and not get lapped, I think. Obviously, no one to battle up front, in front of us. Well, quickest through that first sector, which is nice. Shows we've got a little bit of pace. A 1:31 there by Hamilton. Magnussen's gone quicker. We'll mostly have our fastest lap here. Let's see where we are compared to the leaders. As you can see there, I mentioned about the flicking of the controller. I need to sort of maybe lay off it so much and just use it to turn like this. Oh, there we go. That's going to be our fastest lap, obviously. 133, so we are slower than the Perez doing. If you're gonna be out the race, get out the way. Nice overtake. He was going 10 miles an hour. Oh man, I've actually seen a safety car then. If he's gonna park it right at the back. If we do get another safety car, we could really do with it being in the another 4 or 5 laps, so we can get a free pit stop and get onto maybe the super softs. Let's brake a bit too much there, really. There we go. We're going to keep it in standard here. We don't really have that great fuel efficiency. So we are catching extremely slowly, but we are catching. I think the 45% AI is our maximum, really. Our fuel doesn't fuel me with much confidence. I was going to complete this really, but there we go. Just want to complete the race though. It's not about winning the race in this one, it's more about finishing the race. So I've not been happy with my career mode performances. Keep on making stupid mistakes. Obviously that will get better the more I play the game. Perez is finally out the race, and Ericsson's out the race. Okay. So we've got 2 people out of the race. Or 3 people if we count Alonso, so that's brought us up to 17th. I did say at the first pit stop I wanted to get to maybe 15th. That might happen due to people retiring, not because of our driving, which is not ideal. So around the pit stops has happened, and we are still way behind. Obviously having had the new wing on and being punted into the barricade is not really helping us at all in this one, but we'll just keep going. Obviously the tyre compound one does make a difference as well. Does mean we will be slower. I don't fancy my chances on the last 2 first challenge on Australia. I think we can get it done on 20% though. Teammates in the pits. There's a round of pit stops happening now. I can see where we are on the track compared to our teammate going into the pits. We are way behind. We approach this start finish straight. Hopefully this will give us a good indication where we are now. Stroll obviously in 16th place. He's just come out in front of us. You can just see him on the mini-map. Obviously my face is covering the mini-map. I've changed the place of my camera, so when I do Fortnite videos I'm not over the mini-map there. Because obviously after we've done these 2 races, I may play some Fortnite as well. Away we go. So we are catching Stroll. Only 7 seconds behind. Hopefully we can catch him. A little bit of a moral victory. Now let's see where we are now. 7.2. We need to be quicker. Okay. I'm on slow up front again. Hopefully that means again we can gain another place. All that brings Stroll into a fight with him again, will help us massively. Grosjean is out. There we go. Okay, to get to our 15th place where we wanted to be, we need to take over Stroll. But I do feel like we're going to have more retirements here. And let's see where we are. We're 7.2 the last lap. 5, okay, we're a lot quicker. Again, that could have been due to the fact that he had to slow down for Grosjean as well. Maybe caught Grosjean at the wrong part of the track. I was lucky he'd already moved to the side by the time I got there. I think we can see him just in front of us now. That bit was poor. Still doing the flicking thing. I'm trying to get used to not doing it. We are making some gaps up even on the leaders, because you could see there that that appeared a lot later. To see him there at the top. .6, okay. We can get it under 4 at the end of this lap. I'll feel happy. I think there's a chance we could get this 15th place done. It'd be interesting to see where we would have finished if we didn't get our front wing taken off. I think could have been fighting for points here, but it's not what it was going to be. So we've got the Chinese Grand Prix next, which I feel I'm a little bit better at than Australia, so a little bit more confident there. And there's also one I did on higher AI as well, so I've got a good idea about what the pace will be. Because there's one to get this under 4 seconds if we can. That's better. Rotate it out. Walking into Rich. Okay, let's do this. We dropped quite a bit there. Well, we gained quite a bit back there on him. Over 1.25. So another good lap here. I think we'll get into DRS. This is what we need. Really not looking about where we are. Let's get this onto rich revs. Let's do this as well as we possibly can now. Awful way to take that corner. Don't recommend it. Put it down to standard, especially these lower grits. Again, up to rich. Down into standard. Will we get DRS here? We've pumped it up into rich revs. No. There was a battle there, I don't know. Oh, we just need to pull away now. We got that 15th place. Wasn't fancy, wasn't flashy, kind of dirty, but we got it done. See, well done. Said his car was struggling with his car. We're 5 seconds behind him. Just over 2 laps to go. I don't think that's going to be possible. Need to keep Stroll behind us. With doing this one on the higher AI instead of 20%, it does make me realise that I most probably wouldn't have got points anyway, so crashing out really didn't change much of the season. But again, you still want to finish races. Stroll is hanging on to the back of us. I think we're dragging him along a little bit here. Oh, I felt the cargo then. He's staying in DRS range. Break that if we can. second part of that corner was better, but the first part was dreadful. He's going to have DRS here. We broke DRS. That's great. Let's see how close we can get here. Never know. I might make a mistake. Oh. Hamilton's won the Grand Prix. We are driving erratically now. See where the tyres are. Tyres are gone. We're past their usefulness anyway. That's the end of the first Grand Prix. Managed to finish this one, which is good. Let's see where we might have finished. We take 10 seconds off. We lost for the new front wing. See if it made that much difference. Seconds. Still, we would have been about 13th, so it's not really much would have changed really. May have even been slower. We head now to the Chinese Grand Prix. Hopefully, it will be a bit more competitive here. And we're about to hopefully get into this qualifying session. Really hoping to be a bit further up the grid here. Let's just get into it. Let's just go to the track and go. We're in intermediates. We're in intermediates, great. Which we normally do have an advantage in intermediates, so there we go. The rain will add a different dynamic. So, but be interesting to see what we can do here. I think this will be a track I can work on the flicking issue I had with the controller. But I don't think it's the place to try and do it on the live stream. Seems to be low on acceleration there. That was not clean. Not enough acceleration there. So we're in these slow corners as well, we are a lot quicker on the AI, even on this intermediates, but again this is where we're going to start losing time. We're going to be a little bit further up the grid here, which is going to be nice. What can we stay out of trouble? I should have really checked what the weather's going to be like for the race. The slow corners and the rain, we do have the advantage of being able to brake a little bit later. Yeah, could be pole. Are we going to be up? No, we're not. Vettel's quickest. Not sure where we finished there. One shot qualifying. Again, my face is in the way, which is useful. Saying fourth, I think. Oh, second, that's good. So let's get into the race. Hopefully it's not intermediate or wet, but we won't really know. Let's not get into an incident in the first or second lap and cost us the entire race again. This was the race, if you watched any of my career mode videos, I was taken out by Hamilton from behind, but on many re-watches it seems that I went across when the arrows were red. Let's put it up into Rich. Again, another fantastic start. We are swallowed up. Straight off the start. Collision with Leclerc. We are struggling here already, but we do have the pace. I feel as soon as the track sort of, everybody sort of spreads out. We'll see, we're looking this time at those red lines, making sure we don't come across and sort of take ourselves out really. Hopefully we'll definitely salvage this. We'll get Sainz into this corner. See him on the left. Oh, we lost the wing again. Wait. What we need to do here is, I think we're going to stay with the wing. I don't think that little bit of damage is going to really cause us much trouble. Again, that crash there was all me. I'm enjoying this F1 series, but I'm not enjoying how badly I'm driving. Almost hoping for an actual safety car then. I would have pitted. Maybe got a new front wing. Again, this is the corner, which I feel like I need to get better at. Leads into the straight, because obviously in this braking point here we do have the speed. Yeah, I think we need to fix the wing. That'll cost us any points here. Saying that, we are the fastest person in that first sector, so let's just go with it. We are catching. On that slow part of the track, but Bottas is staying right behind us. So that DRS is helping Bottas more than me. Or do we let Bottas go in front and use his DRS to boost us forward as well? Our idea is not to fight Bottas here, just sort of let it go with him. If he takes us over, he takes us over. We're not fighting it. Gasly is going dramatically slow. Thank you. Obviously the blue flag's out there. He should have maybe let us pass a bit earlier. But obviously on low AI, and especially on an older game, that's not really programmed in. Yep. Bottas will have us here, but we'll get the place back on the breaking point. Well, he might have had us, but here he comes. They are epically slow into that corner. Obviously Hamilton will, well, Bottas will have to stay out. Let's see where this brings us out. And they are fitting the new front wing, so that's going to cost us a few spaces, but will in time help us. Okay, let's settle into this now and let's see what we can do. Maybe we can get some points out of this one. And obviously on the next round, when everybody else pits, we'll see where we are when it comes to that. We're chasing down Stroll. He is obviously not pitted because we were in the pits before him. That could be better. Obviously we were a little bit ahead of Bottas before we pitted, but with the wing change we're going to be behind him. It'll be interesting to see how many other places we lost. Ahead of Perez. Interesting. Let's see how many people go in. Thought Stroll was going to stay out then. Got to use his DRS though, which is nice. Seem to be just behind Ocon. No, Ricardo. There we go. In 7th place. I think maybe Bottas has managed to jump a few people. Depending where you came in at the pits. So I don't have to worry about Magnussen here. Let's just concentrate on catching up. I think after this race what we'll do is we'll switch over and play a little bit of Fortnite. That was an awful corner. This is a start finish straight. We need to maximise how much time we catch up on this corner. That is giving us maybe even a second back. Okay, just 2 seconds, so that is maybe doable. Yeah, we're way quicker on our teammate, even on this AI. So I think the AI is obviously different depending how well you do on certain tracks, because 45% AI was hard for me on Australia. Obviously for a lot of people who play these games, 45% AI would be a runaway victory, but yellow flag. Staffing is out. Not sure what happened there. Awful section for us, but again, this is where we're going to catch up. So next lap we are going to be definitely in position to do some overtaking here. We're already in DRS range. Ricardo. Is that going to be too much for us to try and overcome here? Let's now switch back. Do we have enough on this corner? No. Let's brake. Let's go for Ricardo. On the straight. Let's not play this stupid. We know that's where we got the speed to overtake them. Let's do this at the part of the track where we do have the advantage. All joking aside, we could get Hamilton here as well. Let's go. Rich Revs. DRS. There's us. We're going to wait for those red lines to disappear before we start moving over again. We've got Hamilton as well. DRS. Put it back down into standard. There's Bottas. He benefited from the second pit, on the later pit stop. He's definitely out on the straight. Let's chase down Raikkonen now with whipping into Rich Revs. Obviously he may have some DRS on us. That was the quickest lap of the race. Hoping there's going to be parts on this track where we will be massively quicker now, because we're not having to brake so suddenly to allow the AI to brake. How far is Raikkonen? Do we have enough time? I think he'll be on the back of us at the end of the straight, but all we can do really is wait to that corner. If he takes us over, he takes us over. We're going to have him on this corner anyway. This will give us enough time to pull Raikkonen back. So there's the car just in front of Raikkonen, which might slow him up as well. Let's see how much of a gap we built on Bottas. We've broken DRS on Bottas. Just chase Raikkonen down now. Says we are a second a lap faster than Bottas, so that's good. That can't be the fight for the lead in front of us. Let's see how much it comes down after this corner. Just over 3 laps to go. I think first place is out of the question. Gasly. Hopefully we can get some DRS on Gasly here. That will help us catapult us towards Ricciardo. No, we're just outside, but Gasly will get out of the way. Hopefully the blue flags. We did knock a second off. Gasly slowing us down. Get off the racing line. Thank you. I think that did cost us though. I think Gasly's not racing anybody, I don't know. Even back then they should have really managed to get the AI to recognise if they're that far behind. They just let someone pass a lot easier than that. Slow me down in the part of the track I ran quickest on. Oh, again, we're still fastest through that sector. And we'll be on the back of Ricciardo at the next lap. Give us 1 lap to chase down Vettel, which I don't think is going to be enough. See how far we are. I reckon about 2 seconds. Yeah. Oh, that's the fastest first sector. 1.8. So we needed to be under 1 to get the DRS, even though we are so much quicker on that last corner. Second to last corner, sorry. Which revs. We're too far behind at this point. Will the next lap be the one we'll get him just before final corner? It's the fastest lap of the race. Here we go. Final lap on the podium. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of fuel to play with. Whip it up into rich revs. I know we'll have him on that straight, but I'd like to try and get an overtake done in another part of the track and make it be clean. Just see Vettel ahead. Getting that front wing damage cost us again. but this is definitely more of a redemption here. DRS. I'm just gonna outbreak him. There we go. Keep it in Rich. Will he try and nosedive us here? Vettel wins the race, but that's the second place. There we go. It's a great second place. We did have the fastest lap there, so that is quite a bit of redemption for that race. Second place. We managed to finish both races, but didn't stay out of trouble, which was what I was really hoping for. But again, 5 seconds behind. If we didn't have to have the front wing damage, we would have won there. And there's the overall after 2 sessions. That's us done with the F1 part of this stream. Obviously, if you're here just for the F1, that's great. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to switch over and play some Fortnite.